Hi everyone, this is a design team project for Tracie Fox Creative. All relevant links will be below, including links to Tracie's shop, Tracie's social media, the digitals that I've used for this project, and the other creative design team members. I hope you enjoyed this video. So I am on with a flip through of my design team project. So it is this Victorian-style journal. So I am using the Compendium MK6 kit, Compendium Adds MK6, and I felt that it went quite nicely with the Victorian style, and I scoured around my house what would go with it, and I had a number of these Victorian day books. So I thought I'd use some pictures and bits and pieces out of one of those to go with it. So I found this picture in one of them and I really liked that, so I wanted to use that for the cover. And then I remembered that I had a whole lot of these photo albums that I haven't used any of yet, so I thought it'd be good to grab a frame out of that and try and frame it for the front cover, which I did. And then, because I'm doing the Victorian theme, I thought it'd be really cool to try a corset style binding, which I've never done before. But I didn't want to do it as a way of putting the cover together or anything, because I'd already found a book cover to use. So I did a search on YouTube and I stumbled across Eve at Bohemia Crafting, whom I'll link down below. And I saw the video that she had done on this style of corset binding, which is where you have your three pieces for your front and back cover and your spine, and you bind them together with your corset style. Now she used some threads for hers, but I really wanted the look of the ribbon, so I used ribbon in mine. Which was slightly problematic because it does get twisted, so I kept having to try and straighten it out. But it turned out beautifully and I absolutely love it. So that worked out a lot better than expected because I have never done it before, so I had no idea how it was going to work out. So I was really happy when it actually did work out. So it was a great way of using those photo frames out of the album, and it turned out very, very nicely. So that's the front. So yes, I cut down the book cover, covered it in the fabric, and then I made the corset cover separate and then stuck it on top. And then when I stuck it on, like Eve shows in her video, I did not adhere this side. The spine's only stuck up the top and the bottom, so that you can still manipulate the ribbon if need be, if it needs tightening or anything like that. And then I just tied it in a knot down the bottom here. So yeah, really love it. And then that's the back. I just put another picture in and I Mod Podged them just to make them a little more sturdy. But here in South Australia, they remain tacky, which is unfortunate, because if there's any bit of crumb or textile on the table, it'll stick to it. But I like the look. You can see the striations from the paintbrush in the Mod Podge, and it makes it look like it's a painting, which I quite like the effect of. So yeah, that turned out beautifully. Now the spine is another piece out of the photo album as well. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, inside covers are out of the Victorian Day book as well. It had a This Book Belongs To, which I thought was awesome and perfect, and the colours matched nicely, so I used that. So I've used the Compendium kit to start off all my signatures. I do have a problem with a lot of Tracie's kits, actually, is that they're so pretty that I find it really hard to put anything on them. Oh, I've got to get over that. Even one of the tags, I grabbed it and I thought, what can I do with this? Because it's too pretty to put anything on. But I did, because I keep reminding myself I can print out hundreds of them. So, yeah. But what I did was I have Reproduction Sears and Roebuck catalogue here. So I did use a few pages in this and I cut out adverts and added them. That's all I did on some of the pages. So because they've got the adverts already on them, I thought that'd go really nicely, and they add a bit of interest too. So I pulled pages that had these beautiful hats. So there's adverts for them on some of the pages, and I've added some fabric and lace. So there's a pocket there, and I've used some of my note paper and that I've got here that have beautiful flowers. Just some ribbon and some of my fluffy bits. So, now, the papers in this, what I did was I photocopied my avocado dyed paper and I printed that onto the back of the kit papers so that they match the other papers in here. So that worked out nicely. So the pink papers I've used in here were from my avocado dyeing that I did recently, which was really cool because that's the first time I've tried that as well, and that turned out quite nicely. This is some of the baking paper that I lay my avocado dyed pieces on to dry, which was really nice. So I added some of that, and I used some Inca Gold around the edges. So that's just another piece of my note paper and one of the little clips that you can make out of Tracie's kit, which I've embellished and added some gold leaf to. So just another bit of my Sears and Roebuck advert there for embellishment. So again, kit page, and I've put an advert for ladies' parasols there, which is really interesting. I love it. If by mail, postage extra 20 cents. I think there's one of the adverts where the extra postage is 2 cents. I wish. So I did do a couple of videos this month on some of the smaller embellishment pieces, and the CD envelopes was one of them. So I will link those videos as well down below if you're interested in seeing how I made these. So that's a flip. And on the inside is a journaling card that I made with this is set 2 of the floral fussy cut images. And that was another kit that I used this month. So there's a few of these flowers throughout this journal as well. I love the way that turned out. And they're just on tea-dyed cardstock with some stamping. And they just slip in there so you can see the floral through the window. A beautiful page out of a catalogue. I think that Kay from Papercraft with Kay gave me these pages, so I think I've put 2 of those in here because they went really nicely. So, and don't mind the glare, but there were some beautiful pictures in the Victorian book, so I've added those in here as well. Just gorgeous. There's another advert on men's twilled umbrellas, silk umbrellas. I've done some stenciling as well. There's one of the tags from the kit that I did manage to cover with a page from the book. Some gold leaf and trims. There's a video on the tags as well. A dyed doily with another one of the fussy cut florals. Another one of my avocado dyed ones. I used stencils to get the pattern on those. Now, this is a picture from the magazine, which I really loved as the centre page. And I've just stenciled some lines on that. And I backed it so it's a lot more sturdy. It's one of the paper kit. I can't say that word. Paper clip slips from the kit. And again, I've embellished them lightly. I put an eyelet in, put some ribbon through, gold leaf and some trim bits. And I've just made a journaling card out of a book picture. I got a new punch from the second-hand shop, so I used that a lot in here. I'm trying really hard to use a lot more of my things that I've found around here because I buy so much these days, so I'm trying to use a lot more of it. Hence why all the stenciling and punching and another one of the gorgeous hats. And it goes so nicely because it is compendium ads and it has all these vintage ads. I thought it'd be nice to add some of the ads out of the Sears and Roebucks When I did my avocado dyeing, I grabbed some of my handmade papers and I dripped some of the avocado stain onto those. And then I embossed those and then inked them a bit. And I've used them just to decorate some of the pages. So this is a vellum pocket, top tuck. And it's got just an invitation. Really love the roses on that invitation. But it's a nice writing spot. So I've added that tuck. Now this is just, I thought I must have missed putting an ad on this one, but no, there's black silk ruffling there. Oh, that's 2 cents by postage. I wish. I just love this lace. I cut it out to do something else with it and didn't like it for what I wanted to use it for, but I loved it so much I had to put some in here, so I thought I'd just do a fabric flip for that page. Now here's one of my envelope pockets that I did a video on as well. So that flips open like that, so you can still use the page and write on the other side of the envelope. And in there is one of the journal cards from the kit, and I've embellished it with one of the tea cards from the Parasol Lovelies tea card kit. That was the 3rd kit that I used for this project. And I love them. And I've used them in a number of different ways throughout this as well. And I used some of my ink gold to stencil on these journal cards, and that came out really nice as well. So that just slips in there. I could have added a lot more to the pages, but it's already getting quite chunky, and being a hardcover, you can't really add too much bulk to it. So I thought I'd better stop, because these type of embellishments do add quite a bit of bulk, but there's a lot of writing room in here. So at the back of this signature, I've got this bag. It's a bag that someone gifted some happy mail to me in, so it's quite wrinkled and that, but I love the colours on it, so I put it in here. I've just done a little scrappy embellishment with one of the floral botanicals from the kit. I did resize them to a smaller size to use. And beautiful tag that I made on video. I used one of the catalogue adverts there. And then behind that, I've got this. Now, this is a page from one of your smaller photo albums, and picture from a book that I've put in there, and then I backed it with paper, so it's like a journaling card. And one of my avocado dyed doilies. And I was telling myself the whole time, make sure you put the picture in the right side so that the card's the right side up, and I think I still did it upside down because the flowers are upside down. But oh well, if I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't have noticed. I always do that. Parasols for children. Another beautiful hat. Just love the pages. They're gorgeous. A beautiful kit. So many different colours you could use with this, but I really like this, I don't know what you'd call it. I call it maroon. Beautiful though. This is some more of the baking paper that I dyed on. I made it into an envelope, sewed around it. It's got one of the tea card embellishments. And then in there I've put it's one of the book page pictures. I've used that in 3 different ways in here. The one picture I cut down and used. So it's a journaling card, one part of it. And that slips in there. And then behind there I've got another one of my pieces of note paper. Some more of my embossed handmade paper. Beautiful picture. Another advert for Lady Silk parasols. This is a pianola paper start of the roll. Not a very nice one, but it looks really nice made up like this. So I've just made that into a pocket to fit this tag in. And that tag's from the compendium kit. Book page picture. Music paper. Last Rose of Summer. I thought that was nice to put in here. So another bit of note paper. Is this the engagement one? Yeah. So it's engagement invitation. Just love the colours on that for this page. And then another tag that I made on video. Love this one. It's one of the layered ones, so it's got 2 of the different size tags from the compendium kit. The compendium kit has 3 different size tags. Bigger one than this and then these 2. So I really like that. And then behind this, I've made it like it's a little tuck spot. So I've got another little piece of note paper slipped in behind there, which I can't open for some reason. Sure it opens that way. Yeah, there we go. Can I put a little secret love note or something behind there? Another fussy cut botanical. Another advert for a dress hat. Beautiful picture. Just got to cut down these bits. I remembered to cut the first one. I left them long because I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I decided to cut them down a bit there before I forget again. Just done a bit of embellishment there. On one side I covered it with kit paper, and then on the other side I just put some old book page and some lines. So there's another one of my CD envelope flips. And the journal card with the fussy cut botanical. See if I can put that back in there the right way. I think that's going to be the wrong way. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. I strained my brain too much last night. I went to a quiz night and I think my brain's fried now. So there, that's better. So, and then that is, I should put some lace on there. Although it doesn't look too bad, we will see. And that just holds another one of my little notelets. And then I've got a belly band here with this envelope, so anything can be put in there. But I like the colour of that envelope with the colour that's on the belly band there. Bit of stenciling, another fussy cut. Another one of the paper clip slips. And this is one of the book pictures, and you can open that up and write on it. And then I just put that clipped over the page. That one on chiffon and silk applique trimming. So it's a little pocket I made with my avocado dyed cardstock, I think it was, and I just stenciled it and put one of the fussy cuts. And in there was another piece of the page that I made 3 bits and pieces out of, so a little journaling card. And then one of the tags. That's just got a book picture and some of the scraps of the pianola paper. And the little stamp piece that comes off of the start of the pianola roll as well. Didn't want to waste that. Some more of my embossed paper. Must make a whole pile more handmade paper because I really love it. Embossing it looks so nice. Another book picture. An exclusive style with us. Loved all these hats. It was hard to break into my Season Roebuck catalogue, but I had to do it, especially for this project. They went really nicely. So beautiful pocket. That's avocado dyed as well. That comes up really nice, that embroidery, when you dye it like that. Another journaling card. doily with another one of the Fussy Cut Botanicals. And I've folded that up so it makes a little pocket, and I've got this note paper. Another one of the clips. So I put an eyelet and just some of your, what's that stuff called? Hairy trim stuff. And that's got one of the pages from the Season Roebuck. I love this page. I was looking at it thinking, how can I cut it up and use it? And I thought, no, don't cut it up. Just had to cut the edges off so it fit right and fold it up. Isn't that gorgeous though? And I thought that was a really good one to put in here. And I thought if I leave it loose, whoever gets this can do what they like with it. Then Lady Stylish Lawn Wash Waists. So that just sits there and the clip holds it on. I think I had it that way. It's another page from Kay. And then that's a third piece from that one picture out of the book that I used to make little cards and that. So I used one of my border punches that I never use. Created a border around that one. Oh no, that was a die, sorry, a die. I was going to say, how did I do those corners with a border punch? So yeah, beautiful die, that one. Some more eds. Don't know what this is. The Swell Shepherdess Effect. Apparently that's the type of hat a shepherdess would wear. I don't think so. Anyway, so dress trimmings and braids. Just beautiful adverts. So this was a paper bag. So I cut it and folded it to create this multi-pocket thing. So behind it I've got some note paper. Then here I have, this was a freebie this month on the Foxy Crafters Facebook group. Beautiful lace and button cards that Tracie gave us all. And they are gorgeous. And when I saw them, I thought they would go perfectly in here. So I think I've put 2 in here because I'd get too bulky if I put any more in. And I had these Victorian ladies, so, and they look really nice on there. So I added them and just a bit of material and some dangle, a little charm from some broken jewellery. That's got a little rose on it, that one. So they can be written on. That slips down in that pocket. Oh, and it's a pocket here, and I haven't made anything for it. Oh my goodness me, I always miss something. So I can make a bookmark to put in there, so I'll have to do that. And then one of the little tags from the kit, and I've put some of the postage stamps on there. And some of my pink ruffle. I always forget something. I'll probably die if I ever actually have a full journal that's finished to show. I thought I'd done so well. So some more lines to journal on. Beautiful picture. Love that. I just added this little applique. Some of the kit there. Another one of my envelope flip outs. With one of the journal cards that I did the stenciling on and one of the tea cards. Love those tea cards, they're beautiful. And there's some of that lace that I really like as well that I put on that. So yeah, there's a video on how I made these pockets and these cards as well. Another little pocket here with this. Just fussy cut this out of a book. And then some of the words from the last little piece I had out of the Season Roebuck's page. And it wasn't a full advert and I didn't want to waste it, so I cut these words out of it to put on this journaling card. I really love the way that turned out. Beautiful picture. I hope that you can see them and it's not just all glare. note paper. That was that page. There's another one of my, one of Tracie's freebies again. The beautiful Victorian lady in a bit of lace, and it's just got a little heart charm on there. And then in this pocket is some of my avocado dyed cardstock, and then I've got some of my embossed handmade paper. And when I embossed it, it was so fine, the paper, that it basically cut through it in numerous places. So I've been having to stick it down here, there and everywhere. But I did a bit of gold leafing on there and just ripped out one of the parasol ladies from the tea cards and stuck her on with some cheesecloth, and I really love that effect. So it's a lovely embossing folder, that one, nice little frame. So I'd love to make some more like this because I really like the way they turned out, and I love that little tea card lady in the middle. So nice little journaling card. And back page, it's a morning hat, that one, for $1.95 apparently. And this picture on the back cover. And then that is it. So that is my Victorian style journal. I had heaps of fun making that. It was great to go out of my comfort zone and try something different with the spine and use some of these photo frames as well, photo album frames. Now I know that they look really nice used like that. It's a great way to use them. And I like that little one that I did as well as a journal card, so I will be doing it like this again. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much, Tracie, for the gorgeous kits this month. It was great fun to use them, very inspiring. So go check out what the other ladies on the team have done for the month, and I will see you again soon. See you later.